Hello YouTube, I'm back with another video, and in this video I'm going to be talking about how I paint skin. Now this isn't really going to be a tutorial, I'm just going to be talking about the things that I think about when I begin to render skin tones and the like, and perhaps this info will be helpful for you guys watching too. I already have this sketch ready to be painted, but before that I'm going to go over some slight fundamentals. I know I just said this isn't really a tutorial, but hey, some recap isn't going to hurt anyone. That's right, you guessed it, the classic rendered sphere and cube that's used when discussing light and shadow. It may be a bit out of left field, but it holds pertinence when it comes to general rendering. The sphere and cube are very important because it shows the difference in how hard and soft edges are rendered, and if you really think about it, all paintings, whether it's digital or traditional, comes down to where and when you place these types of edges, with the sphere demonstrating how a smooth edge surface reacts in certain lighting, and the cube demonstrating hard edges. I also painted it in a really basic skin tone to later explain how to pick skin colors as you go towards the shadows and towards the lights. And here are my final results. As a rule of thumb, when painting the skin, you want to get warmer while going dark and cooler while going lighter. I would also advise you not to solely just bring the slider towards black because it'll end up very muddy. Also, don't be afraid to add some hue variations. As you can see, I added a slight touch of a desaturated blue to give an outside lighting aesthetic, to which the slight blue will be coming from the sky. And speaking of hue variations, I want to go over two brushes that helped me in that a lot. These are both technically jitter brushes, but I love that with each stroke comes with a bunch of colors that you can just color pick while working on the painting, which helps make the painting look much more fun to look at. And this may be already obvious, and I may have already mentioned it before, but my painting style isn't a soft, smooth style. I usually keep it very painterly and leave in all my brush strokes. Okay, with all that being said, let's get to actually painting this character. When I start painting the skin, I immediately fill the canvas with a base color to either get the overall color scheme of the painting or just to get rid of the white canvas so I can accurately pick my colors. Then I immediately start going over the painting with my jitter brushes. It starts me off with a really good base to add in the details later. And on the topic of details, it's best to worry about them later. There's no need to get all wrapped up in the intricacies of your painting when just starting. Also, use references if you need to. There are plenty of times, especially for the nose, since that is a weak point I need to work on, that you may need to see a reference to see how it is properly rendered. Some areas to keep in mind are the nose, the cheeks, and the lips, since those are the areas where blood flow is most prevalent, that you can add a slight red blush if you want. The airbrush is very useful in these types of situations where you just want to have a slight hue change over the area. However, don't do too much or you'll make them look like they have a fever or something. It's also best to keep in mind that while working, you are moving all over the place. Don't segment the painting process to the face, then the torso, then the arms, and so forth. Give the entire piece your full attention. And here's my final result. Notice areas in which I used hard edges to indicate drastic plane changes and soft edges for the smoother changes. I honestly really like how this came out, but tell me what you guys think. I'm working on another artist analysis as I speak, so I hope you guys are looking forward to that. And if you want, you can subscribe if you want to see more art related videos. Thank you always for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.